Welcome to Nonprofit MVP, motivating vision through purpose. Join us as nonprofit organizations go head-to-head in a series of challenges designed to test their fundraising skills and strategic thinking. Experience educational opportunities as they learn best practices and connect with their community. These teams compete, earning cash along the way, with one final winner earning the ultimate prize of $100,000 in cash and valuable services, being crowned Nonprofit MVP. Get ready to witness the power of giving back. Get ready for Nonprofit MVP.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, and welcome to Nonprofit MVP, motivating vision through purpose. I'm John Fondy, and you're probably wondering, well, what is this all about? This is a show about the nonprofit world of industry, intrigue, education, and a whole lot of fun as well. What we wanted to do was take nonprofits from all over the United States and give them an opportunity to grow, give them an opportunity to network, give them an opportunity to learn, kind of like we all did when we were first starting out, no matter what our profession might be. Well, the nonprofit world, as many of you know, it's not easy, it's a lot of fun, and there's a lot of passion that goes on when you see the end result, when you see the smiles on the faces, when you accomplish your mission. I've done 2,000 television shows. I've performed all over the world. Very rarely do you ever get a chance to do the two things that are the most favorite in your life, which is nonprofit and television. And we bring that all together in this one particular show. And I have to tell you, it's the greatest feeling to get up in the morning and really want to go to work. I started out doing a tour of duty in Hollywood as a professional actor. And as I was doing that, I realized I needed something more in my life. Yeah, the job was great, and it was great to kind of hang out with some cool people, but there was something that was missing in my life. Now, my entire world has completely gone from being in the limelight and being in Hollywood and doing television to my passion, which is helping people. And I've been involved in about 10 nonprofits through my career, from cancer awareness to children's charities, and really focused on the fact that when we decided to do this show, we realized that we were going to be able to take other people that were in nonprofits and people that wanted to be in nonprofits and provide that education so they could grow their passion to do even more in their individual communities. In Las Vegas, the undisputed entertainment capital of the world, I get a lot of phone calls every day. And this one got my attention because Nancy has probably one of the strongest work ethics of anybody I've ever known. And so they said, we'd like to start a show that's very similar to kind of a Shark Tank competition show for the nonprofit industry. Well, of course, you had me at nonprofit. I wish Nonprofit MVP was around when I was coming up on my journey, because I've got a master's degree in business. And nonprofits don't even come close to that. It's a complete 180 from that information, the way that you basically do everything that you're going to do. And if that's one thing we can do, is if we can make people stronger and give them that education, they're going to be able to give back not only to their organization, but those people that are helping them as well. That's how I got started in the nonprofit industry. And we're going to tell you more stories like that. And we hope you'll enjoy those stories. And we hope, like me, you'll be motivated to do even more.
Planning a gala event, a golf tournament, or want to host an online auction? Maximize your efforts and simplify your fundraising experience with Auction Frogs. Streamline your processes while planning your next fundraising event. Engage your community and maximize efforts with our easy-to-use platform. With Auction Frogs, simplicity is just a click away. Jumpstart your fundraising at auctionfrogs.org.
I think one of the things that makes this area so special is the investment that we see from our business community. They're community engaged and they give back. They see the importance of nonprofits and the role that they play in our communities to help support those that need a little more help. I want to commend Kristi to continuing these efforts and really recognizing these nonprofits and all the wonderful things that they do to help support this wonderful community.
Hi, my name is Brad Wiskershon, industrial partner at CVC Capital. Boise's historically been a remarkable city for charitable contributions. It's important for people in this current business generation to take the baton that's been handed to us, not just in Boise, but throughout the United States. I'm excited about this new program and the opportunity that it will afford us to bring awareness to charitable giving, both individually and from corporations.
KeyBank has had a long history of supporting the communities in which we serve. Nonprofits are the lifeblood of these communities. We are proud and honored to support efforts that highlight their tireless hard work to make Boise a better place. For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank opens doors.
Welcome back to Nonprofit MVP. We're proud to partner with our title sponsor, KeyBank. Every time KeyBank opens a door, someone gets closer to their dreams. And thanks to the passion of KeyBank, we are able to motivate our vision through purpose.
Back when I was 16 years old, I was diagnosed with retinitis pigmentosa. They call it RP. It's a big mouthful. But at the time, it was my mom and her 3 daughters. She was a single mom, and my oldest sister was, she went to the eye doctor. She couldn't see the in class very well. And when we all went in, they realized, wow, they all 3 have RP. And it was pretty much like right between the eyes because there was no cure and really nothing on the horizon. And we were even being told that we'd be blind by 40. And here I am just getting my license and just wanting so much for my life and being told this. And so it really taught me that when you're given bad news, it's game on for life. So today I own my own company called Living Full Out, and I host a national radio show called Living Full Out. And I love coaching. I love interviewing people and hearing all the different walks of heartbreaks and adversities that they've had to go through. My nonprofit walk initially was as a recipient, but with broadcasting also being my other love and just coaching and all that, I thought to myself, I want to give back. I want to find a way in which we can create something that's special. And I'm saying the competition shows that are on TV now are great. We find amazing singers and we get great business insights. But I really want nonprofits to thrive because I know as a recipient, for all they've done for me, what if I could help create a show that with a ripple effect could help them, raise money better, work on their messaging better.
Nancy told me the story of how she entered into this field of growing her many businesses and wanted to give back for all of the gifts that she had been given as a recipient in the nonprofit world.
So after being referred to John, one of the things I found so impressive is his heart. He would sit with me for hours and on a napkin or a piece of paper sketch out what this show would look like. We would have weekly meetings, and he's such a good listener. And when I see how he is with nonprofits, he's always asking questions. Again, what can we do as a team to help them more? Losing my eyesight, it's been scary, it's been sad, it's been everything, every emotion across the board. But in some ways, it's given me a superpower. Now, I didn't know the superpower when I started, getting more and more blind. But as I started to do more interviews and hosting my radio show, now interviewing all these beautiful executive directors and teammates of nonprofits, I have to approach this differently. So what I do behind the scenes, just so you all know, with everybody, I take a half an hour, whatever it takes. I want to know from the day they were born all the way up to today, what was their most proudest moment? What do they fear? What do they want to get out of being on the show? And I want to know, what were their heartbreaks? And it's just so touching to see how much they're really willing to open up and how maybe they did this career, they did that career, but finally they felt at home when they started their nonprofit, when they joined into a cause that was passionate to them. Because truly, losing my eyesight has helped me to be better at my craft, better at being a heartfelt interviewer. And the motto I kind of live by now is, you don't need sight to have vision.
Every day, we lose 22 of our nation's veterans to suicide. The battle for their mental health doesn't end when they return home. These are the heroes that fought for our freedom. Now it's our turn to fight for theirs, to help them breathe, to heal, and to find peace again. We believe that nature gives the freedom to heal. At Fireside Pine, our clothing is American-made, veteran-owned, and every purchase helps nonprofit organizations dedicated to veteran mental health. Together, we can give veterans the freedom to heal. Now open at the Village in Meridian.
What they do is they rehabilitate people who are down on their luck.
This is a great event because it really shows the folks at Subaru here in the Treasure Valley are giving back.
We'd like to give you this check for 28 grand.
These funds will go to help the homeless, veterans programs, and get people off of drugs permanently.
It makes a significant difference for all of us at the mission.
It was a no-brainer for us. It was a good place for us to be.
At Washington Trust Bank, can't is a four-letter word.
I think we should hire more people.
Doc, I'm late for a meeting. I'm thinking of starting my own practice.
Do it. Too much capital.
We need a warehouse.
I can't imagine how we do that.
We should knock that wall down and expand.
Do it. There's always another wall beyond the wall.
We believe you can do whatever you set your mind to, and we'll help you get there. Washington Trust Bank, privately owned, locally invested.
Here, John and I were putting the show together and trying to figure out what it was going to smell like and look like and feel like. I knew it as a recipient. John had his own nonprofit, but I wanted somebody who ate it, slept it. This was her love language, and that is Kristi. She's such an energy, and she walks in a room and she starts talking nonprofit and everybody's like, I want to do that. You can't help but be inspired.
I heard a quote from Steve Jobs that resonated with me, and he was talking about the work that we do and the jobs that we have, and he said something like, you have to have passion to love what you do, and it's true. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't often come down to loving what you do. People who love their work, they thrive and persevere. They find joy in the processes, and those who don't, they quit. Why that's so important to me is because I love fundraising. From the start, I knew it was my passion. Every part of it, from planning events to teaching strategies to help maximize revenue, whether it's sponsorship engagement, those mission moments, those revenue enhancers. For me, fundraising is my love language. I've predominantly worked with nonprofit organizations, and I've found that nearly everyone I work with, they have a passion for their cause. They love their jobs. Whether it's helping people or saving animals, raising awareness, funding research, they love it. And when I started Auction Frogs, I wanted to solve some of these inefficiencies that nonprofits experienced in fundraising. I founded the company in 2007 while balancing a stay-at-home life as a mom and a volunteer for so many organizations. I recognized the constant struggles with the same issues for these organizations when they were planning their events. Everything from ticket sales to attracting donors to securing donations and finding sponsors, new revenue, all of it. I love it. And at that time, there were few technology solutions to help nonprofits, and I knew there had to be a better way to help them. And that's where Auction Frogs came in. It was kind of a see a need, fill a need moment. So I built an online auction to allow for bidding beyond the event to reach larger audiences so they can bid for a longer time frame. One of the most pivotal moments in my journey came when I met John Fondy. And it was in the early days after I started the company, and I helped him with an auction for his foundation in Las Vegas. And one day, out of the blue, I got this call, and when I answered the phone, John said, "Hey, Kristi, this is John Fondy. Do you remember me?" And it had been something like 12, 13 years, but of course I totally remembered him. He's pretty unforgettable. John told me about someone who had reached out to him, and it was an idea that she pitched for a television show focused on nonprofits and some of the challenges that they faced relative to fundraising. And each round will produce a winner, and these 3 winners will receive $25,000 in cash and prizes along with a spot in the finale. In the final round, the 3 winners will face off by hosting a gala event, utilizing different strategies they can use in the future for their own fundraisers. One of the 3 will walk away with $100,000 in cash and prizes. This show is designed to teach nonprofits not only how to apply the lessons they learn from the boot camps and courses taught by industry experts, but also to build a more sustainable fundraising model for their own success. As we developed this show, we met incredibly passionate people who love what they do. Their stories of their why and their dedication to the cause is so inspiring. By sharing their journeys through the fundraising competition, we'll celebrate their successes and resourcefulness and hope to inspire a deeper appreciation for the good that these nonprofits bring into our communities.
Stay tuned. Nonprofit MVP will be right back.
This is the Boardwalk Luxury Apartments and Retail, and we're gonna have restaurants. There's gonna be a bar down here. There's gonna be live music. I can't wait to show this property off to you.
Running a nonprofit comes with risk. Did you know board members can be personally liable for the organization's actions? Without proper HR, common mistakes in hiring, compliance, or management can lead to costly legal troubles. Working with an HR partner who's experienced with nonprofits will safeguard your mission, ensure operational efficiency, and protect your team and resources. Don't let your unnecessary risks derail your growth. Protect your mission and yourself by partnering with Ataraxis today.
Turn your passion into action with Fundly's peer-to-peer fundraising platform. Set up your campaign in minutes and reach your goals faster than ever. Share your cause, connect with donors, and watch your community thrive, all in real time. Join thousands of other nonprofits making a difference every day. Fundly, where every cause matters. Start today at fundly.com.
Wow, what a great idea. Thank you so much for inviting us to Boise.
You're so welcome.
I mean, would you have ever thought that this would have been the backdrop of this show that we created? We're in heaven.
And the people are so nice. I just feel like I've actually gone back to another time.
They're very open, and our community. Boise community is just an outstanding, loving community that will embrace this idea, and they'll continue to support the nonprofits. It'll be amazing.
When we drove in, from the airport and looking at this town of Boise, I don't think I want to leave.
It is stunning. It is beautiful, especially this time of year. The leaves are all beautiful right now, but the colors and the different seasons, the community you guys are just going to absolutely fall in love with.
Where do you come up with the nonprofits and the ideas and the challenges and all of that stuff? Can we get it all into the show?
These nonprofits are amazing. Wait till you meet them. They are so passionate. They're just incredible. The community itself is so giving and so supportive. You're going to be blown away.
Oh my gosh, when I saw the list of experts that you have coming, I couldn't believe it. I'm thinking we put together an academy. Okay, because honestly, those experts, I think they can teach a lot that we can't get on TV. So what do you guys think about that? Have a nonprofit academy and just have lots of articles and videos and tutorials?
That'll be a great place to hold the content for all the different boot camps and courses we're talking about.
Well, then that means also people from literally all over the United States, all over the world, can actually use that same knowledge that our contestants are using as well and grow maybe their nonprofits or even get started in nonprofits.
100%. And I do have on there, going on the website, a way for them to communicate with us, what they want and what they need. We're getting so many emails already and the show hasn't aired yet. So there's a lot of people that want to participate. So personally, I created this application for them to fill out. Have you guys seen that online?
I have, yeah.
It is pretty impressive.
You've done this before, this whole TV thing, John. What is the audience at home? What can they do to participate?
Well, the great thing about that is the audience can send us questions. They can ask us questions. They can also tell us about their nonprofits and maybe some of the highs and the lows, and we can factor some of that information into the show. Or they can even send us a question, and if we use that question on the air, we can figure out some kind of a fun little thing for them, as well as we do in all of these nonprofit shows as well. But what, Kristi, does it take to be a good nonprofit?
Wow. Willingness to learn.
Yeah.
Willingness to learn about fundraising, about best practices in peer-to-peer fundraising. You want to learn how to do a gala event. You want to learn about an online auction. So the willingness to learn is the key thing for me.
I think so. And I think that's the one thing. If you're willing to learn and you're willing to grow your heart, the rest of that stuff is going to come naturally. And the stuff, Nancy, that doesn't come naturally, we've got the experts to teach you that stuff. We got to keep not only our 2 feet on the ground, but we got to keep 4 feet on the ground as well too. And I think Frost is a great inspiration, and I think people are going to see that. Guide Dogs from the Blind, for instance. Look how much they've done for you, and that's just one example.
The thing that's so special about nonprofits, after all, they've helped me in my life, is just the fact that they're in it because they want to help people. Truly,
the passion. Yeah,
truly.
The passion behind it.
But the cool thing about this, there are some parameters where we're not taking the startup nonprofit and we're not taking the mega nonprofits. We're kind of taking kind of an in-between type of move, and we're going to grow those into those long-lasting. And that's the thing. It's not how big you are. It's really what you do in that community and how you accomplish your mission.
It's very relatable. It's so relatable, right? Yeah. It's fundraising challenges to help nonprofits increase their visibility, but also learn how to maximize revenue and learn new skills for fundraising challenges.
This is competition, okay? And you guys know that in competition, there's going to be a lot of laughter. There's probably going to be some tears as well, too. But I think everybody that from what I see, everybody involved in the show, they're all going to be winners. They're all going to take something away from this, not only education, but they can enhance some of their fundraising. They can enhance some of the things that they can acquire and build their asset base.
Yeah, and the connections within the business community that we'll be introducing them to, and the experts and the experience that they get from this whole journey.
Well, I've been around competition shows before, and everybody comes in with the whole idea is I'm going to win it, I'm going to win it, I'm going to win it. But there's so many long-lasting friendships and relationships that come out of that. I can see a lot of these nonprofits, they're not competing. They're really going to end up probably helping each other in the long run and using those talents for them. Just like you've taken all of those nonprofit assets and look what you've been able to do as well. I think you're going to be a great inspiration to all of our audience.
Oh my goodness. You know, I just can't wait to see what they bring to the table. And like, it's going to be such an honor to be able to share like their missions and how they're helping people. And honestly, the thing that's so cool about this show, and I'm just so grateful that we're on this journey together, is I can't wait to see who wins. I mean, somebody is going home with the whole enchilada.
Well, I'll tell you, and that's what we want our audience to do. We want them to be hungry as much as we are too. So the community can get involved, can't they?
They can, yeah. We have different events that we have planned where the community is welcome to join and participate, not only attending the events or the challenges, but also the online auctions and peer-to-peer and giving and bidding.
Yeah. I think the one thing about it is everybody watching this show is you don't know what you don't know. And we're going to kind of show you what you don't know a little bit in kind of a fun way.
The thing is, there's nonprofits, but then there's people that support nonprofits. There's people on boards of nonprofits, and then you have the employees, and you have the people that receive benefits from the different. It's a large audience. It's such a large audience. We tap into a lot of people.
Well, what are we doing just standing around here?
Get
Come
to
on,
work.
we've got to get to work here. Come on, you guys. Let's go.